So we have another analytics update to LinkedIn. Yes, I feel like I've done so many of these quote unquote update LinkedIn update episodes recently, but there's a lot of new stuff going on. There is a lot of good changes happening to the platform. And I think for me, why I love LinkedIn so much is the deep analytics that you can take a peek at, and it kind of gives you a greater 10,000 foot view of your content and everything that goes on with that. And I'm going to get into deeper context about this new analytics update to LinkedIn. But before I do, uh, starting April 21st through April 25th, Nancy and I are doing the first of its kind workshop. It's the Scale Your Business Using LinkedIn 5-day workshop. So we're going to be teaching you over those 5 days what things you need to have in place for your business in regards to LinkedIn to enable to scale it. And this is a free workshop. It's 5 days. It's from Monday to Friday from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're watching on social, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, if you just type the word me in the comments, I will send you the link to register. Feel free to share that link with anyone that you want. We just started promoting it. And again, we would love to have as many people as possible attend. So you're going to walk away with the exact steps and processes that you need to have in place to scale your business using LinkedIn. If you're listening on the podcast, very simple. Go to the description of the episode, click the link, and you can get yourself registered. So what is this new update? This new analytics update is comment impressions. Yes, you heard me right. You can now see the impressions that your comments get. Let me clarify. Your comments, not someone else's. And you're the only one that can see this. So this is something that I literally just noticed today. I was doing I did a LinkedIn poll the other day, and I went on there and it said, check out the impressions of your comments. Only you can see this. So what does that mean? To me, this means a couple different things. Number one, this goes back to what LinkedIn has been talking about recently. It's what I talked about recently. There is significant value in comment relevance. Comment relevance, meaning LinkedIn prioritizes relevant comments. Now, if you were to, and I'm sure maybe you've been seeing this, you get that little notification bell that goes off and it says suggested for you, and it suggests a post that maybe is in your wheelhouse or zone of genius that's getting good engagement. They want you to comment. And if you bring a very relevant comment into the feed of that post, they will bump your comment up to be most relevant for visibility. And you can now see impressions of those comments. And depending upon the relevancy of the comment and the quality of that comment, you will have greater or less impressions. So when you are looking at your LinkedIn content, so just to give you an example, there was a poll question that I did the other day that was highlighting the two AI tools that sometimes people use that got completely banned from LinkedIn, Apollo and Seamless. And I just asked my network. It's gotten some decent engagement, over 50 votes, 12 comments. Someone reposted it. But then I started to look deeper into the comments. And I actually dropped the training that I did on it earlier in the week. And it showed me that comment that I made about the video that I did actually got 34 impressions. There was also an article that I found that I dropped in the comments that got 30 impressions. Now, there was commentary back and forth between people that were commenting. So someone said, what do these two tools do? And I replied, Apollo does this and Seamless does this. That got 12 impressions. And again, someone else said, that's good news. And I wrote back, it is. There's no shortcuts on LinkedIn. Either use it the right way or they will find you and give you the boot. And that got 13 impressions. And someone said, I'm just wondering, what about all the apps and what other apps will be affected? Do you know of any? And I wrote back a reply. And then basically, I said LinkedIn does have partnership agreements with first-party tools such as Calendly. So again, that's also something there. So it's got to be directly a direct partnership with LinkedIn. So someone said, they went on and one of my comments got 23 impressions. And I then started to look a little bit deeper. So there was a video that I did, a couple comments, I commented back, not many impressions. I looked at the LinkedIn Live that I did the other day, and again, 10 impressions, 13 impressions on my comment, 22 impressions on my one comment. So this is impactful because now you can see relevancy of your comments in specific. So you can kind of see what people are resonating with, but more importantly, the visibility, the impressions of those comments LinkedIn is letting you know this was a good comment. Comment more like this. So I'm going to be testing this out myself. So I make it a point every single day to go on and comment on at least 2 to 3 people's content that I resonate with, that I find value in. But I'm really going to take the necessary time to now I can actually see if it's progressing in the way where there's significant impressions from those comments. And I think for all of you that are listening or watching, go back and look at your engagement within your own engagement. Are people finding value in your comments? And remember, something that I always say is that when people engage with you, you always engage their comment, like, love, support it. You acknowledge them. Thank you for, adding your contribution or commenting. And you always ask a follow-up question. What was your biggest takeaway? What additional advice do you have? That's going to engage that person, but also it's going to raise the impressions of that comment, which means more people are going to see it, which means more people may start commenting in your content as well. So again, this is another new analytics update to LinkedIn. This is content impressions, your own content impressions. So take a look at it. Go on to LinkedIn today, look at some of your impressions. Let me know, are you seeing decent impressions from your own comments, or are you not commenting back and now you're going to start doing that? Are you not asking questions to further conversation in the comments of your content? Now, before I sign off, again, if you're interested in joining myself and Nancy for our free 5-day workshop called Scale Your Business in 5 days on LinkedIn in 5 days, it is from April 21st to April 25th, 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live and recorded. We would love to see you there. Just drop the word me in the comments if you're watching on social, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn. If you're listening on the podcast, head to the description of the episode, click the link, get yourself registered. So I hope you found today's episode and training helpful and value added. Take a look at these new analytics. Let me know what you think. So everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. Love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you next time.